Alright, welcome to Tall Guy Gaming. I'm your host, Harry. Some of you may know me on Discord as Dippin' Dogs, or in the Frontier Workshop as also Dippin' Dogs. This is actually my gaming channel. I just started it today, so this is it. This is the first episode. I named it Tall Guy Gaming because if you don't know me, I'm actually 6'4", so I'm kind of tall. Other than that, I don't know. But you know what? What I want to do with this channel is play multiple games. Every game I could think of. But right now, I'm only going to focus on Planet Coaster because that's actually what I'm playing right now. So with Planet Coaster, what I want to do is like have tutorial videos. I want to play the game on challenge mode and probably hard or more hard mode. And when I do play challenge mode, I will add other restrictions and rules as I play to make it even harder. If you actually don't know me, my first park I ever made was Carla Gardens. It's on the workshop right now. You can go check it out. Otherwise, Iron Maddie, Diamond Dite, and Nate Dogg 655 have all done a park review and a walkthrough. If you can, go check those out. They all did great jobs. I probably will do a review of my own park and probably nitpick it because I've, changed the way I build. And it took me about a year to build that park. Real time a year because I just played on challenge mode, so it was hard getting money and, acquiring things. And as I went along, I kept changing things in the front of the park while I was working on the back of the park. So it took quite some time to actually get it done. But it's finally done. And now I decided to make my own channel just to, have fun, help out the community wherever I can. I mean, if you guys want to see certain things, just, give me a message on Discord or, comment below and tell me what you want to see. And, I'll see what I could do. But like I said, I do want to do tutorials and I do want to play the game. And I would also like to do some park tours here and there, to check them out. And, that's pretty much it. So, like, right now, I just want to start off with a tutorial. I'll just pick grassland. It doesn't really matter. What I want to do in this first tutorial is actually show you how I make, I guess they were called ride covers, or, ride skins, I guess? I don't know. But basically, like, if you've seen a carousel or a merry-go-round that actually had a cover, and you were thinking, hey, how do I build that? I've built a couple, and I'll show you how I build it. It might not be how everyone else builds it, but, I think my way's probably pretty easy. You could take this ride cover that I'm going to build, and you can apply this to any circular, ride out there, as long as it's not too tall, something along the heights of the carousel. You can make it taller, you can make it shorter. It doesn't really matter. You could change the materials. I'm just going to show you just, just one on how I build it. And like I said, I'll show you a couple different material ideas for, how to do it, just in case you don't want to build it exactly like I have. And, you could also do these for square flat rides as well. This won't work for square because we're doing circular, but I mean, the square ones aren't terribly hard. I don't even know which one you'd put a cover on, to be honest with you. But, if that's something you want to see, let me know. Maybe I'll do one for a square. I don't know. Maybe build a house around it. But yeah, like I said, if you've seen my park, Carla's Gardens, you'll know I like to theme out the queue lines and probably theme out or overly theme flat rides a lot, where I feel like my flat rides are a little more important than the roller coasters in the park. But it's not that I don't hate roller coasters. I don't know. I like every single ride, so I feel like they all are very important to me. So I guess without further ado, let's get down to it and let's start making a flat ride cover. Alright, so we got the flat ride already placed down. I'm using the small carousel. You could use the big one, you could use anything else, just like I said before. It's just going to be a little easier with the smaller one and, whatever. So, as you can see, I changed a couple of the colors and I took off the actual curbs and the fencing. I mean, you can leave up the fencing if you'd like, but I prefer just to make my own, so, I mean, it is what it is. So from here, you know, you could use whatever type of piece you want to use, you know, depending if you want like a concrete or brick or whatever. I'm just going to go with the easy haunted house formula pillar, whatever it's called. Let me turn angle snap off. And right here, I'm just, you know, what am I doing? Hold on. There we go. So right here, I'm just kind of lining it up. And now I gotta put it back down a little bit. And then what you want to do is add that down. You might want to make it a little bit taller. So let's make it a little bit taller. Nothing crazy, because you're still gonna come in on an angle. So that's about fine. We could fix it if we have to. And then after you get those on, you want to make this, group this together as a scenery. Now after you group it together, you want to shoot it straight across to the other side. Try to do the exact same thing, you know, like what I did here was like half off, half on. Boom, put it down. So now you got one on each side. So now what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's actually going to line up. So you try to group that one piece and that piece, group it together. And now what you want to do is you want to advance move, angle snap on, and you can do 15, you can do 30. It's easy for me. I feel like it's easier with 15. So what you want to do is just spin it around. You're probably going to do like 2. So as you can see, it's not really lining up. Alright, so one of these is out of place. I mean, it doesn't actually matter, because once you build it, you could actually move it and adjust it to the actual flat ride. So, you know, it is what it is, but you figure you're going to have, you know, this would be, you know, your starting pillars. You can group all those together. Spin it again. There you go. Spin it, you know, 2 more times. Oh, I don't want the ride. And then spin it. There you go. And now they should all be evenly spread out. Now don't worry about your exit and entrance. You could actually change that. So, you know, let's change the entrance. We'll put it in the middle. Don't worry, I'll cover these up. Now you want to change your exit to put it in the middle of the pipes or the wooden pillars. Alright, so that would be your starting point here. And like I said, like, you know, some of them are a little bit further in. There is another method where you put a piece in the middle and, you know, it's just a little bit harder. But this, like I said, once you're done with it, you could actually, like, you know, make this whole entire cover one piece. And then just, you know, shimmy it over to the left, shimmy to the right, whatever you have to do to make it look right. Alright, so right now, you don't need all these up, you just need a couple. So, well, I don't want to do that. So what you want to do is you want to erase a couple of these. So that should be good. So you only need these 2 right here. These are going to be your 2 pillars that you're actually going to build on. Don't worry about the other side. So right now I kind of want to just take this from here. Let's make another one. Shoot it up. Let's give it a little angle. Yeah, it's not too bad. And you want to like kind of line it up here. Alright, that's way too high. So let's bring this, you can turn off the angle snap off. Alright. That's looking pretty good. So that'll be like, you know, one angle going here. You could actually, like I said, you can make this longer too. It's whatever you make is up to you. So go ahead and, you know, do whatever you want. You kind of don't want to get close to the middle. If you want to do like a 2-tier, I mean, you could do 1 tier. You could like end it up here, and then what you would do is copper to the other side, and if they actually touch, then you're doing fine. But if you want to make like a 2-tier top, you probably want to end it like right about there. So with that now, we could actually erase this. I want to erase these. And this. Alright, so we kind of know it's going to line up. So what I want to do is I want to extend this maybe a little bit further in the middle. Like I said, you really don't have to. You could just like kind of make it up as you go. Where we got angle snap, blah, 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 blah. Align the surface. All right, so now we know it's aligned. Or align it to the end like this. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. All right, so that's pretty close. Take angle snap off, and you know you can do something like that. That's about the middle, I guess. Well, we'll find out when we copy it. So let's try that. So right now I want to make this all one piece. Now it looks like it's hanging inside, so maybe we'll move this back. So what you want to do is click on all these. Well, you can split it, and then, you know, now it's all, it should be all one, right? Yeah, so that's all one. So when I click on it, I'm going to actually move it back a little bit. That should be good. That should line up. I mean, now we're on the edge. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to take this and duplicate it. So you want to, first, you want to spin it all the way around. So put angle snap on, spin it around. So now they're completely lined up. And what you want to do is now put it to the other side. It's going to be hard to tell because of the exit. I think that's about right. Let me move this exit again. This exit. Yeah, let's get this over here. All right. Now we can kind of tell. All right, so it needs to be in a little bit further. Oh. Yep. All right. So now let's move it in a little bit. And don't worry if it doesn't touch in the middle. Yeah, that should be right. Because we will add something at the top that will probably fill in that spot anyway. So now what you want to do is the same thing we did before. And make this piece, and not the ride, and this piece. So now you want to group these together. So now that should be a group. And same thing we did before, we're going to spin it twice. And there you go. You can already kind of see it's, you know, making a little bit of the design. So right here, yeah, that should be fine. So now, you know, don't have to worry about the other side. I'm going to make this quick and easy, so don't worry. I'm not going to overly detail it. I will show you other examples that I've done before, but what you really want to do is, like, you know, let's say we're going to take, you know, make it nice and easy. We'll take this piece here. We'll rotate it this way. Should have rotated the other way, but whatever. You know what? Let's just keep going around. There we go. Alright. Is that straight? Nope. Now straight. Alright. Is that straight? Why doesn't that look straight? Yeah, that's straight. Alright, so now what you want to do is you could turn angle snap off. You want it to hit the other beam. Alright. Actually, you know what? This piece is going to be too long. Let's try the 2mm one. Nope, that's 4 again. Hold on. There we go. Alright, we're going to line this up. Now we're going to rotate it. Angle snap back on. And get this over. So we're going to move it back a little bit. Well, let's see if it hits the other side. And it does. So we could put one right there. And we can put the other one right there. Alright. So you got that. You could actually, you know, copy and paste that at the bottom and make some, like, fence. So let's do that. Let's move this down here. You know what? Let's make one more at the bottom. There you go. It gives it, like, some kind of curb. And again, like I said, we can move these out. It's not a big deal. So don't worry about that right now. And what you want to do is now you want to like pick, this is kind of just like the structure, you know, that you have going on. You want to actually start doing stuff. You know what I don't like? I don't like how that sits like that. Yeah, we'll fix it. It's not a big deal. So like now you kind of want to like get some ideas. So, you know, just winging it really quick. Let's get the 1mm ones. And I'm not even going to change the colors. I'm just going to put this here. You know, line it up. We'll just make like a little fence. Of course, it's not going to reach. Now we'll bring that other post down. So usually I'll try to line it up. I just eyeball it, nothing crazy. And what you could do when you eyeball it like this, it's easy to do like the two outsides. And then what you want to do is kind of start working in the middle out. So like you figure, all right, here's one. This is pretty close. This section's pretty close. So now what you want to do is you want to cut the middle in half. You know, again, you're just eyeballing it. So you throw one there. And if you want to do more, you would cut this space in half again. Do one there. And do one there. And that looks pretty good. Is it perfect? No. But it's fine. And what we're going to do now is bring this bar down a little bit so it actually touches. Again, not perfect, but you know what? It'll do. Up here, you could do any sort of thing you want. I'm going to show you a little trick. Some of you might not know. Go to decorations, go to windows, and it's an actual piece I like to use a lot. These wooden windows down here, they're actually pretty good. So what you want to do is you want to take this window here, and you're going to spin it around, and move it out a little bit, move it down, just to fill in the gap. That looks pretty good. And there you go, you have like a little tiny wooden wall. I use these a lot, like on the ride operators on the sides and stuff like that. You know, same thing too. Like what you want to do is add one to each outside. Instead of going like, you know, one here, one across and stuff like that, it's better to work from the outside and then go back in. So just in case, like let's say for instance these don't line up, and you have to overlap it, you have this much overlap on this side, this much overlap on this side. But if you actually line these two up, and then the area over here is too small, you're only going to have an overlap over here and nothing else, and it's not going to look symmetrical. So usually, like I said, you know, work from the outsides and go to the middles. So that looks pretty good. Again, not perfect, but it is what it is. I mean, if you want, like, it looks kind of cool from the inside, like these would be like glass mirrors, but if that really bothers you, what you could do is you could take... Why isn't it let me take? What? Hold on. Alright, split that from building. Alright, now. Nope. Nope. Why is it... Of course it's giving me troubles. There we go. Window, window. Nope, I don't want 24 pieces. Are these windows connected to that? Yep. Alright, so let me split these windows. Split these from building. Alright, so now all three are split from building. Now what you can do is you can take these three windows, say it says 3 up top, group these as scenery, and then basically turn them around and then move them to the inside. So now they're actually completely covered on the inside too. So if you don't like that look, which again, I don't mind it, but if you don't like it, you could just cover it up. And again, you could do this with ride operator booths or whatever little pieces of wood you need. So you got this right here. I mean, we could do all... Oh, nope. Actually, I forgot this up here. There we go. Why? Oh my god, this is going to be very annoying. Apparently, this is going to be... There we go. What I could do... Why is it... There we go. So what I could do is add another one. Nope. I didn't want to do that. There we go. So what you want to do is bring that down. And you can add like another border at the bottom. So it matches the top. You could even bring it down again. About here is right. And then you could actually add more detail, like let's say, you know what's good? The icing. Yep. The icing's in here. So you got these icings right here. These are actually pretty good. If you haven't used them, they actually look pretty neat. What you could do is, of course, I just pull one out. Change the color, obviously not white. You know, this is basically looking like old wood. You know what? We're gonna keep the white. Oh, you know what? I'll make it off-white to match the actual ride. There we go. All right. So what you want to do is sink it in, kind of the middle. Bring it up. You can move it over to the end. Oh, that's pretty good. And then you want to turn it around. And again, just eyeballing. Oh, we got to bring it up too. There you go. So now it's like on the same plane. Looks pretty good. There you go. Makes a little like kind of half heart in the middle. Not too bad. And while we're actually in this category, there's these, I don't even know what these called. These are like corner pieces, the wood brackets. These are really good, especially if you're doing like a German area or like anything with wood. These brackets are great to add detail. So what you want to do is add that there. Spin it around. And it's about lined up. Pull it in a little bit. And maybe a little more. And pull it out. Down. And that kind of matches the wood up top, so you know what? I'm just going to leave it. And same thing. Rotate it. And put it to the other side. Alright, so that's like, again, this isn't the greatest thing in the world. It's just something I'm trying to do really quickly. Let's go crazy. Let's add a flower box. Make it look nice. Painted large. Yeah, that one works. And again, you can change all the colors. It doesn't really matter. Kind of put it in the middle. Boom, there you go. Alright. So now what you want to do is you want to work on the actual roof part. So what you want to do here is you don't want to use a roof, first of all. It just won't fit. So you could actually do stuff like these pieces, like not that one. The corner pieces that I just used. There's a small one, this wooden bracket. You could actually use this now. Hold on, gotta get it so it sits right. There we go. So what you could do is you can use this as like a wood like a I guess like a little, I don't even know, like a tile, like this wood part. I don't know, shingle. I don't even know what it's called, but you know what? You could use this. Like, let's say, let's color this the blue. Nope. These aren't gonna look good blue. No, make it light blue. I don't know. Doesn't look that good. Nah, it's fine. So you can actually use these. It takes a while, and it's actually going to take up a lot of counter, but the end result is actually pretty amazing. So what you want to do is just keep lining these up, go over, and after you get the whole entire row, you're just basically going to, you know, repeat it until you get all the way up to the top. So what I'm going to do, I can do that. Otherwise, like I said, if you don't want to use that piece, you could also use like basic shapes, and you could use like these small squares. Same idea. You know, you would just sink this in. Let's see, get it in here. There you go. And then you want to just tilt it a little bit. You know, you kind of want to line it up with the actual wood on the side. Of course, we got to take off this angle snap. Yeah, it's not too bad. You know, you keep the blue, whatever you want, and you would do the exact same thing. Let's get one in, and then you just move it over. You might have to, like, you know, straighten this out because I don't know what I just did. I should have lined it up with, you know what, I should have lined it up with this piece of wood. But you got the idea. You could actually take this, you could line it up with this wood, and then you would just swing it over. And then same thing, you would copy, or you don't have to copy and paste, you could actually just keep going up, and then you would just basically ride this piece of wood all the way up. So right now, what I'm going to do, so you don't watch me do this, is I'm going to do this off camera, and then we'll come back, and this roof should be done. All right? All right, so we got the roof all done. Like I said, all I did was copy and paste this. It gets a little annoying with the ride in the way, so you could actually just take the ride and then like move it over here, so it makes it a little bit easier. But basically just copied and pasted them all the way up. As you can see, they're on a little bit of like an angle, so it's almost like little like wooden shingles. You know, they go all the way up, and then don't worry about these little ones hanging over. You know, when you copy and paste them, there's going to be a lot hanging over. You basically just keep deleting them. And then sometimes you're going to have to like fill in little corners. So what I do is, copy this one and then move it over. But what happens is you end up getting a lot of that, what's called Z fighting, where they like glitch a lot. So what happens is when I pull this over and they're going to overlap, I take it and then I drop it down like a hair, which you can't really tell. I mean, some of these might be a little bit, like this one might be a little bit lower, which you wouldn't be able to tell. And then you don't get that Z fighting because they're not on the same plane. And then once I got up to here, I basically angled them up and I went up this way. So it forms a nice little, little angle right here. And, again, you don't have to do this. You could do the exact thing like this. Again, you could add these windows and you can make them like go straight from here. And then that will actually make like another like circle up top, and it'll be a lot straighter than this like little angle pieces. But like I said, it's whatever you want to do. And again, like I said, I'm going to fill in the middle, so that's not a big deal. So what you want to do right now, and this is a little bit of a tricky part, is, again, I'm doing this all with, like, eyeballing it. And again, there's another method where you put a piece in the middle, but I don't like doing that. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to go to this side right here. And what you want to do is you want to get rid of these two pieces right here. I think this one's on a different one, yeah. So what you want to do is get rid of that piece, get rid of that piece. Alright, so now this is two different pieces. So what you want to do is you want to group all this together, this whole piece. Make sure to get rid of the ride. So basically at 199 pieces is this one piece of roof. Now this is the tricky part because it doesn't really line up. What you want to do is group it together, and then you're going to want to spin it around. And like you'd see, it's not lining up perfect because there's no centerpiece for it. So what I do is I just spin it all the way around. That's perfect. So now when you go back and forth, it's going to be a little annoying. You have to like go this way and this way. And, get it till you're almost at the end. And now what you want to do is look overhead and you want to line it up. So you might have to pull it out a little bit. Is that okay? Yeah, that seems okay. So that's pretty close. Like I said, some of the stuff's going to overlap, and if you're off by like a hair, it's not going to really matter. So we're going to drop that there. And what you want to do is you're going to want to make these two outside pieces a group together. Again, erase the ride. So you got 398 pieces are these two sides here. You're going to group those as scenery. And then what you want to do is now they're going to go like, perfect. You're going to want to spin them. Now, if you want to make it quicker, you could make all this a group, get rid of the ride once again, group it as a scenery, and then spin it. And then you can do it one more time. So right there, you got something going on pretty, I don't know, pretty cool. Again, don't worry about the exits and entrances. Like I said, we could fix that right now if you want. Which one's the entrance? Alright, so that's the entrance. Let's make the entrance right here. So if we put it right here, we're going to have to erase all this stuff. So what you want to do is, click on this, and you're going to want to erase some of these. You could erase this whole thing and just, redesign something else if you'd like to. But that should be good for that. And then, you know what? We're going to do the same. Well, you know what? Let's move the entrance first. Alright, so place. Nope, that's exit. Place entrance. And that other wood doesn't matter. Well, it's not a big deal. Again, we're going to cover those. It's about good. So, you know what? Let's make the exit, like this one right here. So let's move it over for a minute. Just get it out of the way. Click on this. Now the exit's always a little bit bigger, so you might have to get rid of everything here. There you go, that's gone. Now let's move the exit. And close enough. Again, I just eyeball everything. And even if it's not perfect, no one's going to tell. No one's going to come in and actually look at everything. But for eyeballing it up, it looks pretty damn good. So right now, what you could do to top this off is same thing in this category. What is this? Decorations, and this top one, wall decorations. There's these tops right here, the castle window, and they're literally, you can use either one. This one cool? This one's smaller. We'll use this one. This is going to be a little bit of a pain. So what you want to do is line it up straight. Of course, it's not going to go straight. You know what? You know what you could do? You could line it up here, because that's straight. And, of course, it's not straight here. It's good enough. Let's get it right to the middle. Is that the middle? Nope. I'm going to have to move it over a little bit. Again, this is just eyeballing. You can put that there. That looks pretty good. I hate the camera in this game, by the way. You could do it there. That might be a little too tall. So let's back it down. Let's just make the top. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now let's change the color to darker blue. Let's do that cream again. I think it was this one. It's not terrible. Let's make this darker. And there you go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, and that was pretty easy. And then, like I said, after that, you could just add some paths and going around. You could do all sorts of things. Add some, flower boxes in the front. And again, like I said, this isn't perfect. If you want to move this again, you could either move the ride or you can move this whole entire thing. All right, hold on. You got to make this one group. So let's make this one group. Of course, it's 2,300 pieces. Remember, erase the ride. I think that's everything, right? Let's group that. Is that everything? I feel like someone's gonna left behind. Nope, that's everything. And like I said, now you can line it up any way you want. If you actually make it outside the circle, you'll have an easier time lining it up than I did on the circle. I did like the original ones half on, half off. But again, that's fine. Like I said, if you add flower boxes here and to cover this up, it's not a big deal. No one's gonna see it. Or you just add bushes. But that's about it. And like I said, you could use any other material you want, and this is easy as pie. If you want, I could put this on my my Frontier Workshop if anyone really wants to download it. Also you could add a. You know what? Let's add a flag. Let's add a flag. Where are the flags? Oh, I know where the flags are. There. Flags. I like to add these. Where are they? There they are. These little pennants. Let's get it right over top. Pull it up. Now change the colors. What do we got? Red. Let's get rid of this red, and we'll make it that darker blue. And the lighter blue, and maybe change the gold to that other color again. Yeah, there you go. That was pretty cool. And then, like I said, you could also, another quick trip, quick tip. Like I said, I like to cover the actual booths, the ride operator booths. The same thing with the windows. I mean, you could use these windows if you want, if you don't want like wood grain. Not that one. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. You could use this one if you don't want the wood grain. Oh, of course it didn't. Hold on. Angle snap on. And you could use this, pull it out a little bit, pull it down. You know, and again, you could color this anything you want. You want to make it the blues to match. You know what? Darker. Yeah, that matches. And then basically what you would do is flip it to the other side. And then one more time in front. And there you go. You could actually do one on the back. I do this sometimes. Where I put it on the back, flip it around. Gotta get our butt in there. And what you could do is you could add these light things. I think they're like light holders? I don't know what they're called. Where are they? There they are. Light iron hangers. And you could do this. I've made other door, I guess, door handles. But that's good enough. And then you got like a little custom, you know, little custom box for the ride operator with the door. And everything kind of matches. So that's about it. If you guys, again, I'll put this on the workshop if you guys want to download it. If you guys want to see any other tutorials of stuff I've built in some of my parks, just leave a comment below, let me know. I appreciate everyone for watching. This is my first video. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. I'm sure this video is way too long, but you know what? If you fast forward and got the point of it, I really don't care. But that's about it. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.